think we might have found our dream property. The house we looked at in December had so many qualities, but this one is like a type of house where we're like, is it really possible for us to get something like that? Is it really within our reach? Because when you look at it, it just ticks off every single box. And usually when you go house hunting, there will be things that you need to make or live without, where with this property it just feels like the whole package, and therefore we are kind of blown away after viewing the house this weekend. And there's been a lot of thoughts and like fear and excitement and everything all at once. Therefore we're going to view the house again on Wednesday. In a way I'm like, what have we done? If this is what we're going to compare every single house with in the future, if it doesn't work out, it's going to be incredibly hard to ever find anything like it again. So it's going to be quite a week. I think by the end of it we're going to have some answers when it comes to like budget. Is it possible? Are we stretching it too far? And yeah, we're going to view it again, see if we have the same feeling for the second viewing. But it's a beautiful, big, old house with a big garden. It has a lot of nature around it, but it's still in a city with people nearby. It has so many beautiful features and details. We're blown away. So, oh, my tummy's hungry. I have a feeling it's going to be an eventful week and that we'll know a lot more by the end of it. But today I'm heading to HQ because Sophie is going to come back. Sophie is back.
We said that at the same time.
Yeah, we've practiced.
Yeah.
No, she's not been here for, we are guessing, about a year and a half. So it's been quite a while. And while you've not been here, what have you been doing?
I've been doing something in Danish, we call it a folk high school. So like a school where you live at and stay together with the other students and yes, have some very interesting creative subjects.
Yeah, so it's not, you cannot really compare it to what you know as a high school.
It's a Danish thing where you live at the school at the same time.
Yeah, and people are primarily adults.
Yes,
so you're
exactly.
older than you would have been in a high school.
It's like from 18 to 60, I think.
Yeah.
So it's very different what age people are at.
Yeah, exactly. So you've been creative.
Yes, a lot of creative stuff. So I have a lot of inspiration to come with now.
Yes, and therefore it's perfect that Sophie's back, because in the last video I cleaned the windows and it looks so depressing.
And empty.
Very empty.
Yeah.
So we are going to start a new decoration.
I'm gonna do some like curtains and flowers and stuff, so it's ready for the spring.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be lovely. We do have a truck parked in front of the store. We're so hoping it's gonna go soon, because it's kind of like an eye poop.
And it's noisy.
And it's noisy. Kan du godt sådan, er det lige meget, der er det der frost på vinduerne?
Ja, det tror jeg.
Okay, godt.
Det er okay. I
stort.
really like it.
Det er jo så herinde, jeg skulle have webshop.
Ja, okay.
Men det ville jo være et vanvittigt rum. Altså at have alle
Også med
tingene.
lysindfaldet.
Ja, præcis. Der var virkelig meget lys. Og højt til loftet. Mega højt til loftet.
Ja, også det.
Ja.
Me like. Ej, hvor hyggeligt.
Er det ikke old school?
Jo, lige præcis. Altså, det er så gammelt, at det er hyggeligt.
Ja.
Hvis det altid er gammelt. Det
meget gammelt.
Ja.
Det er også, der er mange moderne mennesker, de vil jo bare flå det hele ud.
Ja, nemlig.
Men vi kan jo godt lide det.
Ej, hvor fedt. Det er lidt fedt, I har samme stil, så.
Ja, vi kan godt lide gamle ting.
Ja, det er godt, for det er jo ikke
eller
alle,
gamle huse.
Ja.
Det er jo ikke, fordi han er sådan, ellers er så retro. Til en trappe.
Ja, jeg trappen. Ja. Jeg kunne lige forestille mig, at der kunne gå lidt der med sådan en pæn balkjole.
Balkjole der.
Ja.
Så du er godkender?
Jeg godkender.
Bare sådan kø.
Det er godt nok flot.
Ja, ikke også?
Jo, helt vildt.
Countertops have been thirsty for quite a while now. They've also gone a lot darker over time, and I do have some stains here and there that I'm trying to sand down and get rid of, and then we're going to give the countertops a new coat. Hopefully they're going to get approximately the same tone as the floor. That is my aim. So yeah, it's about time. It's been on my list for quite a while. I've made it to the most difficult part of this task. I have to make my special mixture of white oil and natural oil. And you would think that some people would have written down the mixture, but I haven't. So mainly it's natural oil. And then just a splash of white. I hope I got it. This does not look the slightest lighter than before. What has happened? So when it settles in an hour's time, I might try and redo it. But until then, I'm going to paint the sides over here. This color, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but this part is more like a creamy white. So it's not a good match. I'm just going to give it a white coat so that it all looks the same. And maybe I'm gonna fix up a few bits and bobs that needs a bit of white paint. Yup. But I don't get it. I only let the white coat sit for a few minutes because I was afraid it was going to get white, and it did change the undertone of the wood from the warm tone to something a bit cooler, and it's a better fit for the floor in here. So that was a good call. It is now Wednesday, and this week it means two things. First and foremost, I have a vintage collection to shoot, and the theme of the week is plate. So I'm probably gonna cry the whole way through and want to keep everything. Secondly, we're gonna go and view the house for the second time today. We've had so many chats. Like, all of last night was all about like dreams and the house and budget and everything. So I think it's going to be good to view the house today, as it is a super cloudy grey day, and the first viewing the sun was out and it was so beautiful, but the sun cannot sell this house. It needs to work on it under every weather conditions. So I need to get started. We have quite a bit to go through. This rack could simply not be any more Elise. Look at these plates. They're so pretty. And look at this blouse. There's another beautiful one in there. They're so gorgeous. I've been trying to work as fast as I possibly can, and I've been shooting for 3 hours and 40 minutes. This is the best part of ending a shoot. And this coat was the last thing of the day. And I do need to go home. We're leaving the house in 45 minutes and I need some food. So I'm gonna tidy. But this is the coat. So cute. And the collection is done. Good morning, guys. It's Thursday morning and I'm quite a hormonal wreck today. It was the same yesterday. It's at the level where I had a customer over email who wasn't quite satisfied with me yesterday, and I honestly just wanted to cry. So there is a lot of things going on within my body, and yeah, so I'm also a bit like headachy, so it's definitely the time of the month. We viewed the house for the second time yesterday, and it was still amazing, but there is a lot of chats still to be had on finances, the future. Is it this house, or should we wait and save up a bit more? There is a lot. We have a lot of things that we need to talk through. So I also have questions from you guys. I thought you might have some questions on this house hunt property situation, and you've left me some questions that I thought I would answer today. Okay. I'd love to see the houses and hear your thoughts on them if you're willing to share. The thing about showing you the houses and taking you viewing is not really possible because people live there and I can't film their private homes. So that is not an option. I also feel like for my own sake, I'm really like trying not to share too much. I don't want to share locations or anything when a house is not either a no-go or like this is something we're going to do and buy. I can show you, like, give you links under videos to properties that we have decided was not the house. Like, I can share a house we were looking at this fall. It's actually the picture that you saw where I requested your questions. Some of you thought it was a house that we're still interested in. It's not. It's simply in a horrible condition, and location wise we found out that it's too far away from our lives or current lives. So I can put that down below, and that is what I can do if we find a property and we can say this is not something we'll go forward with. I can then share them. I hope that is okay. Do you and Buch have different things you're looking for in a house, or do you want the same things? By the way, my boyfriend's name is not Bob. Buch is his nickname, one of many. But the crazy thing is, like yesterday when I read this question, I was like, he was cleaning in the kitchen, so I was like, is there anything, like, can you mention something which we don't agree on? And there's actually not anything. We have different priorities and things that we value highly. Like, location is something that is very important to my boyfriend. He needs some good roads to be nearby, so like for work. And for me, I have like the need of a place for my web shop. But the rest of the things, like, we both want a historical house that's not renovated in a super modern way. We like old big windows and high ceilings, wooden floor. We do definitely have the same style when it comes to houses. So that's amazing. What are your must-haves and what are you prepared to compromise on? For example, must have a certain number of bedrooms or must have a period property and can be compromised and conditioned of property. I think I just mentioned some of the things we need to have: a good location and a space for my business. Some of the things that we're willing to compromise on. I think it depends on the house. There will most likely be something to compromise on with most houses. That's also why we're so blown away by this property, because we feel like there are no compromises. maybe some of you are going to think, okay, but why is it then such a big decision? Maybe I should just explain that. It's a big decision because it has a price point that's higher than what we thought we were going to spend at the minute. So we need to really think into the future when it comes to our dreams and what we see happening for ourselves. And therefore there are a lot of things to talk about, because yeah, I could make an entire video on that. So I think you get my point. Hey sweetie, I'm just wondering, if you find a new dream home, what are your plans for the home you have now? I'm hoping you will be keeping it and renting it out. It would be sold. And that is simply for the reason that we would not be accepted for buying another property if this is not sold. So it's just because I don't have endless amount of money. So that is, yeah, it's just how it is. Fun. I'd ask, how much renovation are you ready to tackle, and will you have chickens or other animals if you move to a rural property? We started out thinking, like you can see that on the house, on the picture I shared. We were starting out thinking we want something that we can renovate a lot. So a cheaper price point with a lot of work to do. That was where we started. But after viewing, like we have seen 4 properties. One we didn't officially view, which is the amazing part of this process, because at the point we're at now is less renovations. We don't want a house where we need to split apart everything and take out everything and like a massive turnover. We would like something that we can personalize and upgrade and have smaller projects. That is where we're at. So similar to what I've been doing in this house, there's not been anything like crazy, but smaller upgrades like sealing windows, tearing down a wall, that kind of stuff. Oh, I want to see the pretty houses. I understand. My question is, probably when you find a house to move into, will you close the boutique and just run online sales? I decided to take this question because I don't have a physical store. I mentioned this in my last video that I have decided to close the physical store before, like in 2024 until the 20th of December. It was open Fridays. But like I said in my last video, when you run a small business and you're one person to do everything, you really need to prioritize your time. And the more things you have to handle, the worse of a quality of a job you can manage. So I made the decision in December that instead of running the business and have it physically open, which takes so much more preparation and time and management than you think, I want to focus on the web shop and I want to start creating some of my own designs again. It's something that also takes a lot of time, but I have some ideas and therefore I'm so motivated to get some of my own visions out there. So that is the focus this year. So yeah, I would only run the store online. With that being said, I could still pack down and go to an event, a market, have a pop-up, do a collab. Like, there are many options. So that was some of the questions. If you still have questions, please leave them down below. I need to get ready and go to the doctor. It's just my yearly contraception checkup. If that was the right word. Well done, Elise. Yes, I'm gonna go. it's about time that I make myself some lunch. But I just wanted to show you the results of the kitchen countertops, because they did turn out exactly like I hoped. The only reason why I haven't redecorated is because we want to put some grout along the walls and then things can go back. My boyfriend got these for Christmas. L'Écossais. They're really pretty. So it's pie time. Jeg er blevet målt alene i dag.
Har du været alene i dag?
Jeg er blevet målt derhen. Jeg er ikke 1,62.
1,61. Fedt.
Jeg er 1,63. Kom og tag det. It's really starting to show that my own natural red hair is a lot lighter than this coppery henna. This video is actually coming to an end as I'm starting a new one. I'm going to film a short video for the members of my channel today, my sunshine supporters. I haven't filmed anything for those of you who are supporting my channel every month for quite a while. I have not forgotten about you. I think about you a lot. I've just been under pressure and sick and life. I am going to pick up something really exciting that I have bought in Circle today, and I'm gonna film that for my members. So if you would like to become a member and support my channel with 1.2 euros or US dollars each month, I'm going to put a link down below. It makes a huge difference. As an example, for this week's video, I don't have a brand that I'm working with, and that means my time is not really getting covered. So that is where my supporters make a huge difference. So thank you guys so much for watching this week. I hope that you appreciate that I'm so transparent with this property process. I could have kept everything to myself, but I want to share that aspect as well, because it can be a very long, stressful, heartbreaking process. Yeah, so I hope that you enjoy that. Please leave a thumbs up if you do. And again, if you want to become a member of my channel and watch this video that I'm filming today, I'm going to leave a link right down below. I have some orders to pack. Good. Bye guys. Wave and